Wie heißt das Video? EWU-Bodycam. Hat das Video keinen Namen. Aber 3 Millionen Abonnenten.
We're here because you're trespassing on a military installation.
Who were you trying to speak to tonight?
The whole take me to your leader thing. And
Can you tell me how we ended up here today?
It's for the Area 51.
definitely the first time I ever had guns pulled on me, that was a little different.
They don't want to speak with you.
Hat das Video keinen Namen? Easy. Gehen wir rein.
The military doesn't wish to speak.
The military does not wish to speak with you.
The Nevada Test and Training Range, or NTTR, lies within more than 4,000 square miles of the most tightly restricted land in the United States. And though the government warns that trespassing can result in fines or imprisonment, that doesn't stop a handful of people every year from trying to get a close-up look at the range's most closely guarded secret, Area 51.
Dude, is there a way we can just pull it into the little alien?
The following report is based on official police records, and the footage has never been seen before until now. Please note that all persons charged with a crime are presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law. On November 28, 2023, deputies with the Lincoln County Sheriff's Office respond to a call from NTTR security officers reporting a trespasser on military property. Their body cams provide a rare glimpse inside the mysterious base, known as Area 51. The deputies arrive to find the guards, who have come to be known as camo dudes among Area 51 enthusiasts, holding a suspect at gunpoint before patting him down and cuffing him.
You got any weapons in the vehicle?
No, two weapons.
The man, whose name is Sean, says he was merely attending to some matters of personal hygiene.
What are you doing out here, man?
Well, there was no place to turn around up there, so I came up here to turn around. And then I started shaving, and I just got done doing a little wash with hand sanitizer. So I was gonna turn around a little bit here.
Okay.
I'm trying to find a way up the mountain, obviously, but
About a mile back,
a little less
you
than
passed, yeah, about
Here.
0.8 miles.
Right.
You passed the no trespassing sign.
I know, I get it. There was just no place for me to turn
Klar, mit dem Nasenschutz.
around. That's why I came up here. And like I said, then I just figured I'd clean up a little bit. So
Okay.
Unfortunately, that's not an excuse. You know what I mean? Like,
I
no
get that.
trespassing means no trespassing. And, you're on a military site.
The NTTR is operated by Nellis Air Force Base and occupies a vast swath of the region. But it's this specific stretch of land just outside the Groom Lake Salt Flat that tends to draw interlopers to the mysterious facility, officially named Homey Airport, but known to the public as Area 51. And some of them, as the authorities will soon discover, are very determined.
Weiß nicht, wieso das alle so interessant finden, das Area 51. Muss ich ehrlich sagen. Ich finde, da gibt es viel interessantere Dinge. Okay, weiß auch nicht, das ganze UFO-Zeug finde ich schon interessant, aber irgendwie ist es wie zu viel gewesen die letzten Jahre.
have been dealing with things that most people wouldn't understand. Not even my own family can understand. And so I need to go to the bigger family that is my U.S. government, I guess.
As for Sean, the deputy asks for his vehicle registration.
Is it okay if I go get it?
You want me to show you where?
Just in the glove box, right?
Well, you see it's really messy. Because I lived out of it. But yeah, it's in the glove box.
Though a significant percentage of Americans believe that Area 51 contains evidence of alien encounters, the deputy spots a more terrestrial concern in Sean's van.
Wonder when he got those.
Der lebt dort
I was
drin.
using to get those. They got some nice antlers in there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, where'd you find those?
Let's see. Antlers were in Colorado.
Really?
Yeah.
But even without compounding the trouble with out-of-season
Was hat er denn da? Knochen oder was ist das? Ah, das ist das Geweih, was er gesagt hat. Colorado.
antlers, Sean still has the trespassing citation to contend with.
There's two options, either citation or possibly go to jail. This is a area where you got to really pay attention to signs and...
I get that now.
The experience of Area 51 may not have been what Sean envisioned, but it has certainly been one to remember.
Definitely the first time I ever had guns pulled on me, that was a little different.
And with that, there's only one last piece of business.
Do you want to just take care of the fine over the phone, or if you wanted to go in, what would you prefer?
I don't know. Is there any way to just get a warning on this and not have tickets or anything, or some kind of criminal record?
No, man, it's a
No?
yeah, it's a trespassing citation. They take this pretty seriously out here.
Indeed, it's taken seriously enough that not everyone is given the option of a fine, as one man would find out the hard way.
There are cases of consciousness where people can feel other people non-locally.
Okay.
And it poses a national security threat.
But before
Ich frage mich, ob diese Leute wirklich, also wirklich in dieser Realität leben, ob es Drogeneinfluss hat oder sonst irgendetwas oder sonst irgendwie im Kopf nicht normal sind oder so. Oder ob die wirklich ein normales Leben leben, aber so überzeugt sind von dem, dass sie dorthin gehen müssen und mit denen reden wollen. Sie brauchen Antworten, dass das sie so bedrückt. Versteht ihr, was ich meine? Also interessant finde ich es ja auch. Aber ich finde es interessant so nebenbei. So, wenn einer sagt, ja geh doch dorthin, dann sage ich ja, also, wenn man einen Ticket schenken würde, okay, ja, vielleicht gehe ich in die Nähe. Aber, also versteht ihr, was ich meine? So wirklich so für das lebt, sozusagen, oder? Oder dass einem so beschäftigt, dass man Antworten braucht. Das frage ich mich, was bei einem vorgeht, oder? Ob man da wirklich irgendetwas Krankhaftes ist, oder ob die im normalen Leben leben und wir einfach so krank sind, weil wir nicht versuchen herauszufinden, was es ist. Also versteht ihr, was ich meine?
that bizarre encounter, deputies are called out to the base property in May of 2024.
Ich hatte auch mal einen Freund, also wirklich ein sehr guter Freund. Ich nenne ihn heutzutage noch einen guten Freund. Wir sehen uns leider einfach zu wenig. Und er hat mir auch so ab und zu gesagt, ab und zu habe ich das Gefühl, ob ich überhaupt normal bin. Oder ob alle anderen normal sind und ich bin blöde. Oder ob alle so tun, als wäre ich normal, weil sie Respekt von mir haben. Versteht ihr, was ich meine? Das war immer so witzig. Und das ist wirklich viel. Wenn du ja eine Macke hast oder irgendwie nicht normal bist, was auch immer normal bedeutet in unserer Gesellschaft, dann wird dir das ja niemand irgendwie so auf das Silbertablett legen und du stehst da und denkst, hey, Scheiße, ich bin ein Sozialfall. Oder, nein, nicht ein Sozialfall, ich bin ein, keine Ahnung, ich bin nicht ganz klar im Kopf. Ich habe das so Shutter Island mäßig, versteht ihr, was ich meine?
With a couple who say they were given some bad directions.
Hello, I'm Deputy Ray, Lincoln County Sheriff's Office. This is Deputy Maxwell. We're here because you're trespassing on a military installation.
The couple admits they came looking for the secret base and were merely following the path suggested to them by a local.
Can you tell me how we ended up here today?
We come to Vegas.
We gas station.
It's supposed to stop on gas station.
Yes.
Ask the lady from there.
Yes, for the area 51.
Did the lady say go?
Okay, one at a time.
Okay. When we see this, I say, you know what, it's not look like ranch. And we just turn, you see car turn, we want to go back. And this white car coming, and he said, Rangers coming. I say, I don't think it's Rangers, you know. We're really scared because it's gone, you know. So,
Yeah.
Yes, we're like this, go out, and we don't do nothing. We're just scared. Get over it. We make a wrong. Yes.
Okay, so
Ja, einfach so Touristen oder so. Ja, ich verstehe auf Art schon, dass das halt das Militärgebiet ist und wenn immer so viele Leute kommen, ja, natürlich muss das beschützen irgendwo durch. Aber es ist halt auch provokant, das Ganze, oder?
a while back, you crossed the boundary. It's clearly marked on both sides of the road with an orange post and a sign that says no trespassing.
It's our fault.
So what's going to happen today is I'm going to issue you a citation, each of you a citation for trespassing on a military installation, and we'll give you on your way out of here.
But the camo dudes aren't quite ready to let the matter go.
The only biggest concern we have is this possibility of drones in the vehicle.
Those aren't drones.
Satisfied that the couple didn't come out here with any grand plans, or at least none that would concern the military, the deputy sends them on their way with a parting gift.
You made a mistake, a $640 souvenir.
Okay.
Yeah.
His birthday. This is yesterday, 45
Oh,
years
45 years old, yes.
Was
Yeah.
in
Vegas. No.
Well, happy birthday.
$640. Ich würde sagen, nichts verschämt.
But not all trespassing incidents.
Und die rachen noch so. Ich würde sagen, fick dich ins Knie. Was zahle ich für 640? Ich bin der... Wo ist Schilder? Ich bin farbenblind. Ich sehe keine Schilder.
At Area 51 end with a simple citation. And some of them, such as this unusual encounter from September
Ja, schon
2000.
wieder. Zum 7. Mal kommen sie mit diesem... das ist doch der von Manhunt. Wie heißt er? Ach fuck, der gewonnen hat die erste Staffel und die zweite auch. Oder hat doch die zweite gewonnen? Mit dem anderen zusammen. Carsten.
5 unfold in a much less predictable way.
So he was on foot?
Yeah. There too.
Yeah, you got pretty far.
Yes. Me how far you got?
I say they mentioned he was pretty not really there, or
Yeah.
kind of maybe.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, let's get you out of here. I'm gonna place you in my patrol truck, okay?
Was I going to be able to talk to military personnel?
Nope. So you're gonna be arrested for trespassing on a military installation tonight, okay? So we're gonna place you in the back of my patrol truck, and I'll come talk to you after that, okay?
That talk will begin after the authorities let the young man know that he can officially cancel any future sightseeing visits he may have planned.
So let me explain to you what's going on. So you're arrested right now for trespassing a military installation. What comes with that is you're banned trespass from any other military installation, okay? That's non-negotiable.
If I sign this.
Whether you sign.
Either way, non-negotiable.
This is just you acknowledging that you're being banned from government institutions.
And is there any way I can follow up on this after I sign this with you guys?
Yeah, we'll get a copy of it.
Also das ist ja auch so ein Ding, oder? Also... Ist das dann möglich, wenn ich jetzt tot wäre und die legen mir einen Vertrag auf, sollte unterschreiben? Dann würde ich auch sagen, ja, ich möchte zuerst durch meinen Anwalt, unterschreibt doch nicht irgendetwas. Ich möchte jetzt zu meinem Anwalt das klären haben und die sagen, ja, dann kommen sie ins Gefängnis. Dann würde ich sagen, ja, okay, dann kommen wir ins Gefängnis, aber ich unterschreibe doch nicht irgendetwas, oder? Nur damit sie mich gehen lassen und der bekommt ja sowieso eine Strafe oder so.
Well, I mean, I would like to speak with people. I'm desperate from what's going on in my life.
You can make arrangements.
So your name is Seth?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's not happening tonight, okay? You can either sign it or not, like he stated. You're being booked into jail tonight. I want that to be clear, okay?
That's fine.
You're not speaking with anybody tonight. I don't know if you're going to be able to speak to anybody, okay? So, like I said, you can either sign
Ja,
it.
also darf man nicht mit jemandem sprechen. Also ich meine, wenn man ja weiß, okay, das sind nur irgendwelche Freaks oder so, die dorthin kommen, möchte man da einfach ein Exempel, so dass man sagt, hey, jetzt es ist nicht mehr, also von jetzt an, es kommen zu viele Leute, wir müssen etwas machen, höhere Strafen oder Gefängnisse, so dass nicht mehr Leute kommen oder was? Ich meine, das Militär, sonst, ganz ehrlich, mir doch scheißegal, was das Militär macht dort. Es geht ja da um Aliens und alles und schlussendlich haben die Befugnis, mich einzubuchten. Ich weiß nicht, also ich komme da natürlich nicht raus, aber das ist wieder so Autoritätsscheiße. Wo ich mir denke, ja, das sind ein paar Freaks und so und schickt sie weg. Für etwas habt ihr einen Job, das zu bewachen. Aber jedem eine Buße geben oder einzusperren, meinst du, das haltet die Leute davon ab? Die werden nur eher wütender.
Yes or not, but make up your mind so we can get this going, okay?
I can't sign that. It doesn't acknowledge with my better judgment. I'm sorry, sir. Sir, I never know what information to ask for. I feel anxiety in the air, and I just want to know.
Okay, well, before we go there, let me advise you of your constitutional rights real quick, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Am I saying anything that would put me in jeopardy? I just want to be honest with how I'm feeling.
Let me just read this for you, and then I'll ask you some questions, and we can talk about whatever you want to talk about, okay?
The cop reads off his Miranda rights before Seth reveals that when he said he could feel anxiety in the air, he wasn't using a figure of speech.
Who are you trying to speak to tonight?
The whole take me to your leader thing until I can find out, what my limitations are from speaking with somebody when I'm in desperation.
Okay, what do you mean desperation? Like when you're just going through withdrawals or anything like that, or what?
I have been dealing with things that most people wouldn't understand.
Okay.
That deals with energy. Being able to just be around people allows me to feel things on an extreme level. Even when I myself am calm, I feel other people's energies.
Okay.
I feel anxious right now, and I worry that maybe it's your energy that I'm feeling right now as I speak.
Okay.
And I don't mean for you to have to make my worries your worries.
I just want you to understand that you broke the law tonight.
I understand,
Okay,
sir.
there's going to be consequences for breaking the law.
No, I completely understand. And despite, I actually was counting on it, sir.
Okay.
If Seth is following the conversation, he may be the only one.
Who did you speak with before coming out here, or was this just on a whim? Did you speak with?
Whim, sir.
Okay, who did you speak with?
Myself.
To come out here. Yourself.
Yes.
Okay, help me understand that.
It's a lot to try to explain to somebody in one go, but
Okay.
I can start with suggesting that I'm being guided.
Okay.
And I'm not saying that I'm not taking accountability for that guidance. I felt trust in suggesting that what I was going through can and will be advised and supported by, those who understand my situation.
Yeah.
There are cases of consciousness where people can feel other people non-locally.
Okay.
And it poses a national security threat in my eyes.
Okay. Now,
Ja, keine Ahnung. Entweder sind es Leute, die halt leider eine Psychose haben oder sonst irgendwie verrückt sind ein bisschen und sich Sachen einbilden oder wo sich halt einfach auch zu wichtig nehmen, oder? Versteht ihr, wie ich meine? Ich kenne viele, die sagen, ja, sie spüren so irgendwie etwas, aber sind eine Art Medium, eine Art spüren mehr als andere Menschen und so. Und ich möchte es diesen Leuten auch gar nicht also verneinen oder abreden oder wie sagt man dem? Ich möchte es ja gar nicht schlecht reden, aber die meisten nehmen sich einfach zu wichtig, zu ernst sozusagen, zu wertvoll, oder? Und das sind halt meistens die Menschen, die klar, jeder von uns, die Welt dreht sich immer um uns selber. Wir sind uns immer am nächsten. Wenn es jemandem schlecht geht, sind wir natürlich für die Personen da und geben auch alles für die Person, und es geht uns natürlich auch schlecht, vor allem wenn es ganz nahe Leute sind wie Familie, beste Freunde, Partner, Partnerin und so weiter, Tiere. Aber wenn es normale Leute sind, wo man an der Arbeit trifft oder wo man sonst so ab und zu wieder mal trifft und so nicht so eng im Freundeskreis sind, aber man sie trotzdem irgendwo Freunde nennt, man hört sich das an, man ist für die Person da, aber sobald man wieder nach Hause geht, hat man seine eigenen Probleme und denkt dann nicht mehr drüber nach, oder? Darum sage ich auch immer, hey, es gibt keinen Grund, wieso ihr irgendwie euch schämt vor anderen Leuten, zu sagen, dass es euch nicht gut geht oder dass ihr Probleme habt oder so, weil diese Menschen interessiert das in dem Moment vielleicht, aber dann gehen sie weiter, oder? und haben ihre eigenen Probleme. Aber du konntest ein bisschen von deinen Problemen loswerden, weil jeder, wo das anhört, jeder, wo du das sagen kannst, jedes Mal, wenn du das aussprichst, geht es dir ein bisschen besser und irgendwann triffst du mal jemanden, der dir hilft oder findest Leute, die gleich denken, oder? Aber vielmals sind es auch Leute, die sich einfach zu wichtig nehmen. Die denken, sie spüren etwas, sie haben etwas, sie haben so eine Macht. Und bei vielen ist das vielleicht so, dass sie in gewissen Situationen irgendetwas spüren oder richtig handeln. Aber vielmals nimmt man sich einfach zu wichtig, denkt man, hey, irgendwie heutzutage ist jeder Zweite hat das Gefühl, er ist ein Medium, er spürt etwas, wo andere nicht spüren und er sieht etwas, wo andere nicht sehen. Ich habe auch viel Mühe, ich bin selber auch ab und zu so, dass ich sage, ich habe es ja gewusst, oder wenn mir jemand etwas erzählt, wo ich dann sage, ja, ich habe es dann gewusst, oder? Aber vielmals ist es einfach, ja, mal. Also, was bringt es, dass du das gewusst hast? Das war auch nur Raten, du kannst es ja nicht wissen, oder? Und so, ja, ich habe das gespürt und so, ja. Ich meine, ich sage von mir selber auch, ich spüre Menschen sehr gut. Aber das ist, weil ich halt einfach nicht mit irgendeiner Erwartung an Menschen antrete, egal was das für Menschen sind. Ich bin immer freundlich und so, aber wenn es mir nicht gut geht, dann fake ich nicht irgendwie, dass es mir gut geht oder so. Dann bin ich einfach ruhig oder bin ich scheiße drauf und dann sage ich das auch. Und so spüre ich auch eher, wenn sich jemand verstellt und wenn nicht. Oder wenn etwas nicht in Ordnung ist. Ich spüre das auch. Aber ich würde jetzt nie nennen, dass das immer ist, dass man das auf Abruf kann. Und es kommt immer darauf an, wie man selber gerade im Mut ist, wie man sich selber spürt, oder?
With this being a top secret military base, you know that not anyone can just come on here as freely as you did, right?
That's
you
why I
understand
did
that,
it.
right? Okay, but you cannot. You have to have top secret clearance to get onto this base. You do not have that.
That's not what I meant, sir. I meant I did it despite that, knowing that.
You did it out of spite then.
Not out of spite. Despite.
Okay. All right.
I felt my case would prove that there are people who, under very, very specific circumstances, have no other way to reach out to people of certain agencies without going forward in this manner. And I don't know how they were communicated with in order to respond to my presence, but I'm sure.
Ich verstehe nicht mehr, was will. Also der ist total verwirrt. Sag doch direkt, was ist dein Problem?
Somebody somewhere knows at least what's happening with me. And so I have trust that I'll eventually be able to contact those that, do want to understand my story and do want to help me with it.
Seth's explanation is a lot to digest, so the deputy steers the interview toward more immediate concerns.
Is there anything in your truck that should not be there that you want to tell me right now?
I'm trying to think.
Any weapons or anything like that? Nothing illegal that's in there that shouldn't be.
Is machete illegal?
A knife?
Yes.
How big is it?
It's a big one.
Have you been, do you live in your car, stay out of it, or just...
My family loves me and is also in great distress, and so I kept my distance until I can understand what was happening with me.
Okay.
And then after reintroducing myself and explaining that I feel everything that they're feeling and have laid into that even further, it only created further divide, and I realized that what I'm going through is so unique that not even my own family can understand, and so I need to go to the bigger family that is my U.S. government, I guess.
After searching his truck and photographing his tattoos.
Cool. And no, none of them are gang affiliated, sir.
The deputy once again lets Seth know that his plans will not be fulfilled.
Unfortunately, you're not.
Wieso Tattoo fotografieren? Verstehe ich nicht. Gang, oder?
Anybody tonight, okay?
And
Not regarding that. Okay. You'll
tomorrow,
be
would that be the case?
Probably not tomorrow. You'll be able to talk with a family member, kind of explaining what happened.
I'm not interested in that. I only wish to talk with the military, sir.
Okay, well, I'm telling you that's not going to happen.
Why would the military not wish to speak with me despite me laying my everything into
Because
it?
they called me to tell you to come get you and get off the property, so they don't want to speak with you.
The military doesn't wish to speak.
The military does not wish to speak with you. Okay?
But that doesn't stop Seth from trying again with security personnel.
I've had many experiences of people with extreme spirits within their being, even caring and sharing them. And that has a fundamental relation to consciousness. I'm describing to you that I believe I understand the extrasensory phenomenon to such an extent that it's even harming
Der muss sich wahrscheinlich die ganze Zeit so Scheiß anhören, oder?
me and my family. I am desperate because people within this field are also going through a lot based off of how society projects their values onto them.
Well, I got a lot of paperwork.
Okay,
Just
cool.
Get to the point, or I'm gonna go back.
Forza ist auch runtergeladen.
I just need patience from you, sir. And
Good.
I understand
Yeah,
it
lots of patience from this deputy on your way to the bucket.
Seth never mentions where he's from, but it's not unusual for visitors to come from far away to try and catch a glimpse of what's beyond the Area 51 gates.
In all 48 states, all I got left is Alaska and Hawaii, and that's been since 2011. So.
Where are you from originally?
I'm from Ukraine.
Czech Republic, okay.
Even within Nevada, it's a long drive from where Seth was arrested back to the Lincoln County Detention Center, and night has turned to day before the deputy hands his suspect over to a lieutenant and muses about what they should do about Seth's abandoned truck.
How far out is it?
It's a good chunk in there, and it's rough road too. I might mention something to Mike like, dude, is there a way we can just pull it into the little alien, or and then they can cut? I don't know.
About how far is it from the little alien if you were going to transport it?
I say give or take maybe, I say 10 miles probably.
Crap.
So
Okay.
yeah,
that's a mess.
yeah, it'll be fun to sort through.
The deputies aren't referring to a miniature extraterrestrial, but rather a motel and restaurant in Rachel, Nevada, that attracted national attention in 2019 when hundreds gathered there for a music festival during the viral Storm Area 51 event. No one got through the base gates that day, but that hasn't stopped people from trying to see
Ja,
what's
das war ein geil. Also mit dem Naruto Run wollten sie doch stürmen. Auf Facebook, das war geil.
beyond the trespassing signs in both ordinary situations
We ask, like, what is, like, people say it's a 51 area, there's some, but come here, I see no ranch. No.
All kinds of crazy stuff on roads like this. Not trying to be out of military.
Ja, ich glaube auch nicht, dass man einfach per Zufall dorthin findet. Oder hinkommt und so. Kann ich mir nicht vorstellen. Ich muss ehrlich sagen, ich bin auch einer, der gerne am liebsten, wenn mir einer so 5 Millionen geben würde. Ich würde auch jegliche Orte besuchen, Loch Ness und so. Wahrscheinlich eher ein bisschen unbekanntere Orte und so. Aber so Area 51 war nie etwas, wo ich muss sagen, oh, das interessiert mich so, ich will dort in die Nähe gehen. Da gibt es für mich viele andere Dinge, so wie M-Cave oder wie ja, keine Ahnung, gibt es viele andere. Sephar, ganz offensichtlich auf der Flucht aus Area 51, sie sind darauf reingefallen. Geil, da kam wie ein Alien rüber. Ich erinnere mich an Seth, sein richtiger Name war Seti, er wurde im Labor gegenüber von meinem erschaffen. Geil.